These are tough times for Marks & Spencer, Britain's largest clothing retailer. So how does Chief Executive Mark Boland plan to turn things around? He joins me now. Mr. Boland, thank you for talking to Reuters. Your main competitors in the UK, such as Debenhams, John Lewis and Next, they posted very strong first half results, yet you posted your worst 3 month sales in almost 4 years. Are you starting to close that gap?
Well, we're not talking about closing gap. I think we have said that we had a very strong result because our business is two sides, as you know. We had a very strong result on food, where we actually outperformed the market largely. When we look into our segments in general merchandise, some of those have also performed very strongly. Where we didn't perform very strongly is on women's wear over that period of 3 months. And what we have said, that these were partly things that had to do with the season, but partly things that we had to organize ourselves better. And so we have. So we have organized our merchandising better, but secondly also brought in a new team, a new management team that was planned for. That was not a reaction to the sales, but that was something that was planned to change this summer.
You mentioned there that you've rung the changes at the top of your clothing division. Are there any plans afoot to do likewise in other areas?
No, well, the thing is, food is performing excellently, and as we said, we have a growing food division, we have a growing online, we have a growing international, particularly in the markets that we've just started prioritizing. These markets have done very well, so the area that we are addressing is the part that we just discussed. So we are very confident on the overall performance of these areas. The one that was lagging it is addressed.
What is your overall strategy? Marks & Spencer is a widely recognised and respected brand, but some people are questioning, what does it stand for now? Where does it fit in this new world? You mentioned online. Is that part of your
Oh yes. It's good to clarify.
Strategy?
It's good to clarify that. If you look at what we are, we're a very strong British retailer because most of our sales is in Britain. And what we're doing, and that's the strategy we're following, is to become an international multi-channel retailer. Now that's quite a shift, so you have to become very strongly e-commerce based. You have to also therefore get technology into your stores to get a full shop your way opportunity, because customers are not only anymore buying, they're also trying and looking and having an experience in store through technology to something that they buy later on their iPad at home. We're offering that now in some markets. We're opening now stores on a weekly basis in places that are new to us or places that we then consolidate to have more stores in one city.
So you're opening stores internationally and you're pushing the online business. Does that mean that you will be closing retail branches in the UK?
No, it's going alongside. So we have set up a plan where we say it's important to what we call focus on the UK. So in the UK, we're actually investing in stores. So all of our store environment in all the high streets will be invested in over the next period of now 16 months. What we do is actually two jobs at once. One, we believe that we can even be a better offering to the UK consumers, and that's what we're working at. And at the same time, we'll take parts of that best offering from the UK to bring sort of the best of Britain out in Paris or in Turkey, in Istanbul or in Mumbai. And we have seen to the stores where we brought it out, and particularly the new ones that we opened, that they have been very positively received.
The UK, though, of course, as we all know, is still in recession, and I mentioned your weak sales figures in the first quarter. Demand is very sluggish. How is that affecting your targets and forecasts for the second half of this year?
Well, it's a tough environment, so we recognize that. That's why, by the way, we said we have ourselves a couple of things to arrange, but it's not been the easiest environment to work in. It's a tough environment out there, and that will stay for over the next half year. So in that sense, we believe that in Britain, we need to make sure that we have our own act together, because the environment will still stay tough.
Can you tell your investors and shareholders and customers that Q1 number that I was talking about, that will be the bottom, if you like?
Now we're not.
Quarters 2 and 3 won't be any worse.
As you know, I'm not officially reporting today, so it would be unprofessional to give that answer.
Just to finish up, you've been in the job for 2 years now. It's been a tough 2 years. How long did you give yourself to turn things around?
Well, it's not been a tough 2 years. Actually, it's been a fun 2 years for me, because the company is making great progress. If you see what has happened over the 2 years, that we're now opening at a store rate of about 2 stores a week internationally, where the company over the last 127 years has never done that. If we now see that the company is able to bring international websites to 10 different countries around the world, we didn't have any capability of that 2 years ago. And if I see that we're nearly finished the complete reconception of our stores in Britain, which will be done now in 12 months, with, I think, a very motivated organization. Although the outside world has been tough, the job has not been tough because it's a lot of fun to do that with very good people.